ISCTE Business School is situated in Lisbon, one of Europe's most beautiful and vibrant capital cities. It's one of the leading Portuguese business schools, and their international presence is becoming increasingly relevant.
The mission of the ISCTE Business School is to contribute to management knowledge and practice, as well as train managers and leaders to handle critical challenges facing modern corporations. The main strengths of the school reside in research, its international reach, and its the employability rates that we have for our students.
For me, one of the very important target is the level of internationalization. And we have seen in the school 16% of the students are foreign study students. So they are attracted by the school, by the environment, by the type of knowledge that they can get. I think is a top school in other Portuguese-speaking countries. All the initiatives that ISCTE is developing with Cape Verde, with Mozambique, with Angola, with Brazil, even with China, it's very, very impressive.
It excites me to contribute to the development and establishment of a school with international standards. I would like the school to definitely consolidate its market position in the Portuguese-speaking world and establish itself as a key player in the European market.
Professor Azim has, in my opinion, a very good background.
I think Professor Mohamed Azim is an example of the level of internationalization that the school can achieve through the network of contacts, through the work with the different countries, through all these connections that can foster the development of the school.
He's multicultural. I think it's very good. It's also important for the future of the school, because I believe with him we could be able to capture, to get more international teachers, as already have today, and more international students. Because if you come abroad, you'll see that studying or teaching in Lisbon has very good advantages.
My business school is known for research, its international reach and employability. We are the major players in Portugal.
ISCTE Business School in Portugal is recognised as one of the national and international leaders in its field, with a prestigious reputation for research, teaching excellence and student development.
Most challenges that managers face today in corporations and in society in general have international implications. So it is very important to train and prepare managers and leaders in a setting whereby they are taught by faculty that have had significant international exposure. The contents of the curricular units have a strong emphasis on international comparability, and they are taught in an environment where there are students from other countries as well.
Right now we have a globalization issue. We have to compete with a lot of schools, and we have all the world, let's put things like that, to also to have students. So it's a two directions process. However, ISCTE in Portugal, I think, was very innovative, because it started many years ago to have courses outside the school, to have relations with people on the Portuguese-speaking countries, and this is obviously a leverage for today.
We also run a very important program in Portugal, which is called the ISCTE MIT Venture Competition, which now is known as the Global Innovators Competition. So this competition is modeled very much along the lines of the project competition that has been very successful at MIT. And we are investing significant resources in this area.
Through teaching, research and outreach, ISCTE contributes to the development of management knowledge and practice, and prepares and develops managers and leaders to make a positive impact on organisations and society in a globalised world.
Entrepreneurship is very important to the business school. We have had for the whole of our history very high employability rates for our students.
The students of ISCTE, they have maybe the highest level of employability in the country and outside the country. If you look to management, to the management and business, the employability is around 91%. If you go to technology, it's 95%. If you go to the social sciences, 85%. You don't find these levels in the other schools in Portugal. And even in Europe, it's hard to find this level of success in terms of the training of the students.
Students from this school were always very well considered by the Portuguese employer. Why? Because they have a solid preparation, technical preparation. Usually they are good in teamwork, and in a company it's important to have that aspect, and thirdly because they are very practical.
These links or ties to the corporate world were strengthened when we created our Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation.
With all this environment of the school, the attention and the links to the outside world with the business world, it's very important in order for the students. They are studying, but at the same time they are building these bridges with the outside world in order to see a future career. And ISCTE does it in a very, very good way.
The culture of the school is based on a set of values shared by all faculty and staff. Social responsibility and ethical behaviour play a major part in the education of students at ISCTE Business School.
Ethics, corporate social responsibility and sustainability are extremely important not only to ISCTE Business School but all business schools. And what is critical that business schools are facing today is that on one hand there is a significant demand for internationalizing, because it is important for the students to be prepared in an international context. But with this, there is another issue that comes together, which is the appreciation of a cosmopolitan ethic. And the cosmopolitan ethic is an issue that is much more wider to the ethics, corporate social responsibility and sustainability agenda that we are talking about. But certainly this is important, and this is definitely fed into the classroom. The crisis that we have been undergoing recently, first the global financial crisis, it's definitely addressed in the classes by our professors, and even more recently the Portuguese crisis is part of the issues that we address in the classes. Actually, in the course that I have been teaching this semester, I teach international finance. And we basically addressed not only the global financial crisis, but also the current European debt crisis and how it is affecting Portugal, and how is the memorandum of understanding that we have signed with the IMF, European Central Bank and the European Union is conditioning macroeconomic policy in Portugal.